everyone, it's Morphin Mania time. I am Captain Logan.
And I am DJ.
DJ and I are flying by ourselves tonight. Usually we have a guest host with us on Wednesdays, but Jeff couldn't make it because it is real icy here, and he's got a commute, so he didn't make it tonight. And Eric is out gaming tonight. So DJ, it's just me and you. It's just us. To watch two episodes that we don't immediately remember. But I know the season pretty well, so I'm sure as soon as we start watching Rita's Pita, I'll be like, oh yes, that's right, this one.
You're really underselling us tonight. But hopefully we'll over-deliver.
Well, some of it's just based on episode title. I don't immediately remember them.
Rita's Pita. How is that not memorable? I should remember that one. That's a good one.
I remember that's an episode title.
Okay, that's about it. That's the extent.
Yeah, because when we threw that out last time, some people were like, oh my God, that title. I was like, yeah, no, I knew about that title, but I don't even immediately remember what happens in it. So we will watch it and find out. If you're watching live, click on the link in the description. That's the Rabbit Room that will let you stream exactly what we're watching as we're watching it. And if you are watching after the fact, make sure and pull out your Netflix or your DVDs. Get it to episode 26 of season 3. Once again, it is Rita's Pita. I'm surprised we don't have more rhyming episode titles. And get ready to press play whenever I say now. Half the reason to do this show is just to make me say these episode titles.
Rita's Pita.
Rita's Pieces.
Does she open like a flatbread restaurant in this?
Yeah, we can't get that lucky, right? All right, here we go, guys. Let's get right into it. Everybody, please press play right now.
I'm hoping this is an episode where Rita tries to cook a cheesy pita in the office microwave and sets off the fire alarm and causes a fire drill, which is a reference to The Office, which I don't think Cap has ever seen. So that's for you guys out there.
I saw 2 episodes of that and couldn't do it. It was not my thing. Oh, we're using that weird shot where she stares into the camera in the intro. Or is that the same shot?
Probably. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because maybe we did that before and I don't remember it, or maybe we have changed the intro slightly because we got Cat in it now. I mean, obviously we have changed it to put Cat in it, but maybe there's some different shots.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Cat will be a ranger in this. Is she?
Say it again?
Did they put Cat as a ranger in that little sequence, or did they just take Kimberly out?
No, they took Kimberly out. But
did they put Cat in yet? I'm wondering because she hasn't morphed yet.
I mean, she was in the intro just now.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
I didn't see if she was in the
she's
morphing thing.
I don't know if she's there, but they show her right front and center right at the beginning.
Yeah. I just didn't know if they showed her as a ranger yet, because sometimes they like to.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. I missed that.
So this is cool. More martial arts stuff. We haven't done. Like I said, we haven't done their sports stuff in a while.
No, it's been a while. I was kind of expecting gymnastics stuff right away.
So I didn't remember that Kat was a diver, and she's the first one that's not a gymnast or a martial artist that becomes a ranger. I would love if when she morphs, she just does diving things, like because they always do gymnastics and martial arts stuff while they're fighting. She just like jumps off stuff.
Somebody tries to teach her volleyball, and she's just like diving at the ball, like toward the ground, like breaking her face. And she's just like, "Oh, this is dangerous! I shouldn't play volleyball. There's no water." Man, but every time we use that telescope, I'm like, why did you ever need that thing with the pin in it with the map?
This makes Turbo even worse. That scene in Turbo where she just like falls and then Tommy has to save her. She should be the one that has to save him because she's a diver.
Well, that's a really good point you're making.
She should do an awesome dive off that cliff.
Yeah, and it's also weird that, man, I forgot all about that. Yeah. And then you'd think that maybe they would have her be one of the people diving, or one of the people like scuba diving. Or not scuba diving, but like deep sea diving. Oh wow, she actually says it. Okay.
So right. What is Pita, her monster?
I don't know. Is she like a big hummus fan? Does she like healthier foods? Like,
I don't know.
Man, I could go for some hummus right now.
I could. I think we have
some really good. Well, if only I was in the same room with you. I mean, I would take you up on that.
It's what, a 17, 18-hour drive?
Probably not going to get there tonight.
You wait till I get the new house. We'll have plenty of room for you.
Once again, that is either Ernie Chevy or there is somebody that frequents the juice bar like it's an alcoholic bar. Okay.
There's like this guy at the bar that's just passed out, who's always there in the background of every shot.
Yeah, like there's the equivalent of Morn from DS9. He just always has his seat and he's almost never not in it. But like if he leaves, no one else is allowed to touch that seat. I was just busy high-eyeing.
Danny. Where's Danny on this episode?
Yeah. And, but you know what, though? That's not very nice of Tommy to, like, to be judgmental about how other people are eating. That doesn't sound like a very Power Ranger-y thing. No, he said, hey, Danny, there's an example of how not to treat your body.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Fat shaming from the Rangers.
That is what's going on right there. Yep.
Look at that. Our talking about my eating habits comes full circle.
Yeah. Like,
what is she
I think behind my back, DJ's like, wow, Cap really needs to lay off the pizza and
yeah, I tell my my 5-month-old son, Cap is an example of what not to do to your body.
Yes, it's an example of what not to do with your body. Yeah. You notice how whenever you see him, he's sitting in a chair, like make sure an exercise on, okay? Don't be like that guy. You've never seen him not sitting in a chair, okay?
He's the guy in the chair.
He's the guy in the chair. You know, I really want a Zed chair. Like after there was precedent with the Zed chair in the command center, if I ever build my command center, I'm going to put a Zed chair in it.
Oh, you should.
It's going to be specifically the command center from that episode.
You should do it for this series, and then like you start every episode, and then you turn.
Yeah, rig it up so that I can broadcast from the command center. God, I don't know if I can get that built by the time the show's over. That sounds expensive.
Here's our first morph.
I also don't have space. Like a lot of things have to happen. Like, I have to save up a lot of money. Eric has to move.
Well, you could just like duct tape a Z to the back of that office chair.
Wait. Okay, now I realize that this is the first episode where you're a ranger, and I like that we're doing an episode about you becoming acclimated. That's good. You don't immediately know everything to do, even though I think that that's part of what your powers are, is that you immediately know everything to do. But it is weird that she's like, oh, I can harness the also this is like wooden dialogue. Oh, I can harness the power of the ninja, whatever. Yeah, was there a question about that? Did you think maybe it wouldn't work?
I love
for some reason.
I love that Zordon didn't train her at all or anything. He's just like, yeah, one day Tangas will attack you and you'll know what to do.
Yeah.
She didn't have to fight long-armed Alpha in the command center at all.
I mean, the other Rangers never had to train either, but they are treating this like she should have.
Hey, Tommy, what are you being judgmental for? I guess he's eating like a wrap.
Yeah, he's not eating that stuff.
He just ate the monster. This is a weird theme.
Oh, I remember this now. Yeah, I couldn't remember what the Pita part of it was, but what's weird about that is she didn't make a monster that I needed to do with the Pita. That happened to be what was on Tommy's plate. Yeah. And she sent a monster to go in his Pita. How did she know he would even still necessarily be eating it by the time the monster got down there?
How did she know that? Okay, that's why he had to say that, because this is what the Pita thing does.
And now he's going to be all gross, and so it turns him into a slob, and he's
Ugh, I don't need to see this.
No, I don't need to see this either. So now this is going to be all gross. This is worse than a food fight for me, by the way. Like, I don't like food fights, but I really don't like people stuffing themselves.
Oh, people making noises while they eat is like my biggest pet peeve. It drives me nuts.
Duly noted. Learning so much about DJ. Hey, writing like down all the buttons I can press.
I'll just mute you. It's okay, because we're not in person, so.
Oh, I'm not going to use it until we are. Like, once we're at a restaurant together, you just wait. This is why Tangas should never talk.
They're the worst. They just fly away. They're worse than putties. At least putties, like, they put in the commitment, they put the sacrifice in, they don't leave until they die.
I mean, like, I expect Power Rangers to do a gluttony episode.
Okay, this kid's a little overdramatic. He's like, I can't believe I looked up to you just because he's eating food. You eat junk food.
Yeah, you should be really suspicious that he's that hypocritical that fast. Be like, something's really wrong with this guy. Not, hey, wait a minute!
That's the best line ever. A donut. This is more serious than I thought.
Yeah, and
take it out of context.
Yeah, and what I love is David Yost is saying all this dialogue really ironically. Like, he knows what he's making, and it's great.
I love David Yost.
Like, and I don't mean that he's winking at the camera. Like, he's playing the character seriously, but it makes it funnier.
Can we just have a Billy and Adam show?
Billy is harnessing his inner Adam West at this point. I think is what I'm trying to say.
I wonder if he knew about that.
Cinematographic wants to know if you should skip this episode. I mean, if it's grossing you out, sure. Like,
so this monster is basically a tapeworm. Is he eating everything that Tommy eats? That's why he's so hungry.
Let's go with that. By the way, that pink cookie that he was eating earlier, that is one of my favorite kinds of cookies, man. I love those. Those are really good.
The soft sugar ones?
Yeah, those are good.
I didn't see it, but
where they I forget what those are called, but they typically come out in 3 flavors where you get like chocolate and vanilla and strawberry.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
I like those.
A long time since I had a cookie.
But see, I feel really intimidated talking about junk food with DJ. Where I'm like, oh man, I should be talking about this stuff with DJ.
Hey, I'm not Tommy. I'm not gonna.
He doesn't eat that kind of food, and he's gonna later on he's gonna go to his wife. He's gonna be like, can you believe what Captain Logan eats?
No, I don't care what. My wife doesn't eat. She can't stand vegetables. She will not eat them.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you guys don't both eat the way you do?
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, interesting.
No, yeah, I'm weird. Like, my family doesn't do it.
I have a lot of respect for the both of you figuring out how to make that work. I mean, that's hard. No, really. Like, that's difficult.
Yeah, I cook all my meal. Well, she cooks some stuff, but I mean, she cooks a lot of stuff, but she cooks some stuff for me. But yeah, I didn't grow up like my parents. I mean, was just like hot dogs, spaghetti, the usual dinners, and I just made my own stuff ever since high school.
At the risk of getting too serious, can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you something about myself? It'll be less secret when I tell it publicly to all
just to me.
You know, this giant mass of people watching Morphin Mania. I have, the more I learn about how like meat is prepared in this country and stuff, and just like how like unhealthy a lot of things that are typically eaten in this country are, and like, you know, cancer and things. I have seriously considered going a vegetarian, and wow. I don't know if I could in like the way my wife eats. I just don't know if I could like make it work really realistically. It would be very difficult and kind of expensive.
Okay. Just because you'd have to buy the meat anyway for her, and then.
Well, it would just be difficult for us to. I mean, in time-wise too, it would be kind of time-consuming. Like, we'd have to prepare different things, or if not vegetarian, just like a very Asian diet where like very little meat. You know, like I don't know if I would ever go entirely vegetarian, but I would eat more of a vegetable diet.
Yeah. Hey, this is actually appropriate.
I started kind of on that path like a year ago, and then I fell off of it a little bit. But
yeah, for your book, we've talked about
sugar wafers. There you go.
Tommy's still stuffing his face the entire episode.
Yeah, because we always have to do this kind of thing with a spell.
Is that a real strawberry? It's like some genetically mutated strawberry on top.
I just want to point out that DJ just used that in a sentence. He just said genetically mutated strawberry, and I think it might be my favorite thing he's ever said.
Wait, so
that's the best.
They made this giant sundae just to like teach him restraint? Why did it have to be so giant then? If they weren't going to let him eat it?
If he's under a spell and he's got this thing, like, so he had to jump out because Tommy wouldn't eat junk food for about 10 seconds. Good gastric good one, Tommy.
Gastric. Yeah, he's really right into the puns after just waking up from a spell.
Tommy has become the pun guy. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
And he goes for the alliteration real hard.
Yeah, why does he get to be the cool guy when he's also the lame joke guy?
Yes, you're the Pink Ranger. Okay, like, move on. Let's fight the monster. And yeah. Everybody's got to act out of character when they morph.
Motor mouth. So you're right. It's all alliteration with him.
You turn into a cheese bucket as soon as you morph. Like,
it's like he's still turning into the 12-year-old kid from the Sentai, even though it's not even that season.
Yeah, but she's kind of cheesy. I can't believe it. I'm the Pink Ranger. But like, when she wasn't wearing that suit, she wasn't acting like that.
Well, the power goes straight to your head.
Okay, I want this to become a thing where, like, Adam walks up to Tommy and whispers in his ear, okay, this should be the plan. Tommy's like, all right, guys, let's do this. Rockman asked if Power Rangers had McDonald's toys and fruit snacks. Yes, it had both McDonald's toys and fruit snacks.
Pretty much anything you can think of, it had.
Yeah. No, it was merchandised up the wazoo. The wazoo, DJ.
The wazoo. They're doing the double thing again.
Rita acted like it was painful to make the monster grow. Did you see that?
Oh, here's a cool shot with the feet.
Is this monster capable of putting his tongue back in his mouth? I don't think he is.
No, it's like 90s Venom.
Well, he could. He just didn't as much. But I'm sure this guy, but I think this guy physically cannot retract his tongue. That is an unfortunate problem to have. Okay, Bag Studios, we can do this if you want to. Bag Studios says his favorite thing is Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. I'm currently liking the Pokemon fruit snacks. Those are very tasty. Okay, Bag Studios, we can do this if you want to. Bag Studios says his favorite thing is Scooby-Doo fruit snacks.
Whoopsies.
Oh, good job. Way to play the video we're making behind us. How did that even happen?
I was looking at the chat because you mentioned what they were saying.
Well, you want to open the chat before the video begins. We've only made 66 of these.
I haven't done it in a while. I've been letting you handle the chat. So.
Oh, you just don't even look at it?
No, I haven't looked at it in a long time.
Man. Well,
I guess you probably won't again because I just screwed it up.
You can pop it out though. You know that, right?
Yeah. I have it as a separate thing.
I mean, if you want me to start sending you the link to it, I can. You know, if you're like, if you can't handle it, DJ.
The weird thing was it was already open and playing, but when I clicked to the tab, then the audio started. So that's why I wasn't ready to.
That's why you pop it out before the video starts. I love the Shogun Megazord signature move. That is the reason for bringing out the Shogun Megazord.
Yeah, the flaming sword's really cool. I don't know how they did that. I guess it's just a visual effect.
Might be a couple of elements put together. Yeah, I'm not sure. But it always looks great because it's always the same footage. And it'd
be weird if it didn't look great sometimes.
There's one shot you're like, you guys should have stuck with the stock footage. It's like, I appreciate that you're trying new things, but that's terrible this time.
Wow, Zed just lost the donors.
Okay, Rita, you called it Rita's Pita. The episode is called Rita's Pita. Your idea.
And then she blames it on Zed.
This is the episode that you decided to say it wasn't my idea? Sometimes I kind of think it's like they're doing it on purpose. I love how Tommy is taking complete responsibility for all this when he ate a monster.
Yeah, well, I mean, what could he say?
That's true. Well, I swallowed a monster that made me a glutton. Won't happen again.
That's disturbing.
Jeffrey says, and I don't know if he's joking or not, cards on the table, my favorite thing is eating a whole lime like an apple. That's amazing. I don't think I'm physically capable of doing that.
What are we saying? Like favorite foods or just favorite thing to do?
I don't think there's like a theme. I don't think there's a thing going on. No, he's not joking. He does that. That's awesome.
I've never done that. I love apples, but I don't know if I've ever had a lime.
You love limes, though. Yeah. Is that an example, kids, of what not to do? No, feel free. Take a lime. Suck it right down. It's good for you.
He eats the skin? Wouldn't it be like an orange? Because you'd have to peel the skin off first?
I don't know. I'm sure he'll tell us, though. I'm sure we're about to find out. She's following them with donuts! That was a really funny ending. Okay, that episode was not as gross as I expected it to be.
Well, there's more. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, okay, but the episode's technically over now. Now you're still doing it. So they were going to show a lot more of this.
Or this is just the extra footage.
Can I say something horrible? And you know, every time, because at this point, every time I say that, something about Rocky follows. I am really glad that was a Tommy episode, not a Rocky episode.
I don't know if it would have been much worse.
I just don't think Cardenas could have pulled that off. No, but he would have laid it on so thick, though. Yeah. Like, imagine Pachinko Rocky eating constantly. Just imagine it.
I don't want to.
See, that's what I'm saying. We
haven't had an Adam episode in forever. Can we get another one of those, please?
Point set match. Okay. Yeah, I know, and we need them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the second season had some great ones.
So Jeffrey says he does often eat the skin of his limes.
Very Jeffrey's a very fibrous man.
We're learning. It's a good word. We're learning some personal things about everybody tonight.
Oh yeah. Keep them coming, guys. This will be the tell-all episode of Morphin.
I'm going to try to bring a lime to one of these.
Yeah, we should try it. We should both get a lime.
See if I can eat a whole lime. Yeah, let's do that.
Do the Patron.
We'll do the I'll do the Patron. What do you guys do? We should make a special video about it. And we should try to make that like a thing. Like eating a whole lime, that's now called. Yeah. So on today's Evolution, we're doing the Patron.
Yeah. I'm down.
Oh, I love everything about that. Yeah, we're gonna give Jeffrey some publicity. Like Jeffrey's the music guy. He's also the eat a whole lime guy. We're doing a Patron. No, I want to try that. I'm wondering if I can do it. Like, I don't know if I can manage to, because that's pretty sour. Like,
it's just be a lot of puckering from both.
And then should it be like should it be like that challenge with like the ghost peppers where then you have to review something like you suck down a whole lime and you're like, okay,
we do it before the day begins.
Yeah. It's a fun idea. No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get some limes. I like limes, but I've never eaten a whole one.
I don't think I've ever had a lime, period. What do you eat limes with?
You put the lime in the coconut, and anyway. Anyway, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the Patron. It's time for another brick in the wall. It's episode 27 of season 3. We're gonna make that catch on. We're gonna do it. Jeffrey's gonna be immortalized.
The Patron, the Patron challenge, sweeping the nation.
The Patron challenge, yeah. We're gonna raise money for something.
We're gonna challenge all the Geek Evolutionaries.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Pros and Cons guy wants to know if we're only doing Mighty Morphin or if we're doing other Power Ranger shows. Yeah, he must be new. We are doing 10 series. We're doing this over a year, and we are going to Jeffrey says that limes go well with Thai food and Latin food.
No.
And I've had limes with certain alcoholic beverages, but that's the
is that part of the Patron, or Jeffrey, or do we have, or just the lime itself? Do we have to get Latin?
I would think the Patron. Yeah, I mean, look, we're using his name. He should get to decide what the challenge is. Okay, like, and we've got a long time. And also, I don't want Jeffrey to think we're making fun of him because I'm not.
I'll do it.
You made me.
That is a food I can eat.
When you said the Patron, you just made me lose it. Like that's great. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna do 10 different Power Ranger series, and then in between, we're gonna do of each of the shows we're not doing. We're gonna do a week of select episodes, and we're doing everything up through RPM. So none of the Neo Saban stuff, nothing past the Disney eras, in Disney shows, Disney era. He says an actual Patron is eating a whole lime and then drinking a shot of espresso.
Oh, I don't drink coffee, man. I'll do the half Patron.
Yeah. yeah, it'll have to be a half Patron because I can't drink coffee either. I physically can't drink coffee, unfortunately.
Oh.
So yeah,
the thought plickens. The plot thickens. The thought thickens.
We've got to get started here.
It's getting late.
This is probably the longest interim we've ever had because we're still in the middle of this one day, right?
This is day. Yeah, this is still day 2.
That's what I'm saying, but we're still in the middle of it. We haven't gone to the next episode. Okay, back to action. Here we go. Another brick in the wall is the next episode. And yeah, we just Pita. We've got to do another brick in the wall. Get ready. I think it's been like 5 minutes. And what are we doing? What are we doing? Another brick in the wall. Episode 27 of season 3. Get ready to press play if you're watching after the fact. And everybody else, Rabbit Room in the description. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now. Oh man. The derailing.
You mentioned the ghost pepper thing.
The derailing.
That's the first time I ever saw Eric.
Oh, was the ghost pepper challenge? I think that was the first time he ever put himself on camera.
Okay, yeah.
Rockman says the Green Lime Saga. That's pretty good.
I'm gonna make a thumbnail. I'll work on it.
So Pros and Cons guy is asking a lot of questions that I have answered in previous episodes, so bear with me, everybody. But he wants to know what my favorite Power Rangers series is. Overall, it is Dino Thunder.
And I don't know. I'm hoping I find out during this this challenge that we're doing. It might be Space or Dino Thunder. It might be Dino Thunder, actually.
I would be surprised if you like Space over. Well, I thought you liked Lightspeed Rescue a lot. Of course, we're not doing that one. But
Ninja Storm.
We're
Yeah.
not doing that one either. We're not doing all of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to select the episodes that we're doing for that one.
What a weird way to open an episode. Did you think that was like really artistic? Like
she was holding the model home, and then their feet were flying in the background.
So we're gonna have a model of a house, and we're gonna walk it toward Tommy, and then we're gonna reveal that Kat is carrying it. Okay. Who directed this? I missed it. Oh, good job, Winkless. This show is like TOS. It's got like 5 directors. Is like all it's got. But we haven't seen Jon Stewart in a while.
No, he got in, did some good stuff, and jumped out.
Wait, man, maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back for the Alien Rangers mini-series.
Yeah, the book definitely explains it that way. It says season 3 ends with the Rangers being turned into kids, and then there was a short miniseries that aired. Maybe it did air that way. I don't like to think of it that way.
That's not how it felt at the time. And even if it was, I don't care. I've been complaining about this for so long.
Yeah, it's just how it is in my brain.
It's just how it is in my brain.
Hey, I don't like to talk about behind-the-scenes things, but the Rabbit Room, did you see they added a remote now?
Yeah.
So you could technically give me control of your computer?
And other people can request access to the remote? Why would you ever do that? I started this room, but no, you can have the remote, and then apparently, and I don't know if I can take it back or if just the room I started, you have the remote now, and that's it. I'm never getting it back. I gave it away.
Well, you could probably request it back. Let me see what happens.
I don't know if I can demand it. I don't know if I can force my remote back. No, give me that. It's my remote. I put batteries in it. Give it back.
I just hit request. Did it even do anything?
Yeah, it'll show on my side that like, yeah, no, I'm keeping the remote. It'll say keep remote or pass remote. No, keep the remote.
That's kind of a cool feature. If you're watching with friends, that's kind of cool.
I guess. Look, kids, you should clean up the park. You should go wipe off all the graffiti.
Oh, what song is this? Is this a new song?
It is, and it's sappy as sin. Wasserman, this is not you at your best, buddy.
But it's not you at your worst. That would be Tanka.
Watch the Tango. Watch the Tango. Watch it. Just kill me now. Kill me now.
That was a giant bucket of water Bulk just fell into.
Like, I wish it'd be better, because this is probably the only time we'll ever use this song. I hope.
Everyone is gonna have a good time.
I want to imagine, like it'd be better if Wasserman just like watched the scene and wrote the lyrics to the scene. Like, everybody's cleaning up graffiti today. Everybody's taking all this crap off the wall.
Wouldn't be any worse, honestly.
I don't think anybody's ever going to pick up that rake.
Man, I forgot how young Catherine is when she first starts.
Yeah. She just stayed there the whole time. They pulled all these other tools off, but they just left that rake. Nobody's ever going to take the rake.
I'm really surprised they don't do the cartoon thing where Bulk steps on the rake and it hits him in the face.
Dude, there's time. Bulk just fell asleep in a wheelbarrow.
Where did he just come from?
Okay, seriously.
Stop letting them talk.
Stop letting them talk, okay? No more Tangas talking.
What is happening?
That's another thing. If somebody could cosplay, just go to a Power Rangers convention wearing a shirt that says Team Leader. Why do we have the mid-morph mask in the mid-morph?
Yeah, it's the one from the movie. I don't know why.
Well, here's the movie one, but now the whole thing, just in case you're not sure who it is in the costume. She's getting married next. Thank God for the rabbit room. Like, I can't riff like that on regular commentaries. That had roses in it and stuff, too. That could have been a wedding bouquet.
Yeah, did they tear like a full bouquet out of the ground? How did that?
Rocky, you're not cool. Turn your hat around. Turn it around.
Hey, Adam's going full bandana.
Yeah, and he's pulling that off okay.
Okay, so it is just this.
It's just, yeah, it's just
pretty simple. There was no special effects that time, so I could see it.
Yeah, it's. Or is it just? Is it both hands though? Do you put your fingers out on both sides?
It's just the pointers.
It's just the pointers. Oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought the thumbs were in there too.
I can't tell if it's thumbs out or thumbs in. I think some of them are doing it different ways. But I know it's the pointers.
I'm sure the director's not all that concerned with it. Oh, I never noticed happy, happy birdies in the sky.
That changes everything. It's a great song now.
Happy, happy birds in the sky. Watch the tango. What? Shut up! I hate that song. I hate it.
Do the Tangas? Yeah, the Tangas stick around with the Alien Rangers, so we're probably gonna hear that a lot.
Okay, why doesn't she do that all the time? I know I say that with Rita a lot, but she.
The monster is a wall, guys. If you're not watching at home, the monster
and he just comes out, and his first words are, "I have no legs." He is my new favorite monster.
It's like a SpongeBob SquarePants shaped. He just has legs and arms.
Upside down head. This is amazing.
Okay, he looks exact. I used to collect Marvel Legends figures, and the Thing figure had a Yancey Street Gang like broken wall behind him with like Yancey Street Gang graffiti on it. He looks exactly like that stand that comes with the Thing.
This monster to a thing that came with an action figure.
Yeah, he looks just
amazing. With an accessory.
Yes, it looks exactly like it.
Accessory monster, activate.
Pink Ranger power, Blue Ranger power.
Yeah, I think the Tanga song should have different lyrics every time. Where again, Wasserman is just narrating what's happening. You just punched a birdie in the face.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to do. It's a pretty like simple melody over and over and over.
I'm gonna do it next time, man. I'm gonna improv it as it's happening. Why not?
What is the other side of the wall? It looks like foam. Whoa! He turned them into bricks.
By the way, another brick in the wall is a good name for this episode. It's a good call.
Yeah.
But our name for this episode should be the one with the monster that reminded DJ of an action figure accessory.
With the Yancey Street wall.
The Yancey Street wall. Jeffrey Patron for 2,000 points, the most annoying Ron Wasserman song. Watch the tango, watch the tango.
We should do some trivia after this.
Yes, we
should try to find some trivia quizzes online and see how good we are after watching all of it.
Well, we have a plan for that.
Well, yeah, we will do the game, the board game.
Yeah, we're gonna do Trivial Pursuit. But do you mean like after every series, or?
I don't know. Just throwing stuff out the window. No,
just throw it out the window. Throw it out the window. All your ideas are going to suck. We know it. Just throw them out the window. We're not going to use them.
Just toss them.
No, throw them out. Just not the window. Okay, I want to hear them.
Okay,
you know. And then if they suck, we'll throw them out the window. But no, I think it might be a cool idea to do trivia quizzes like after the series.
Yeah, we could do that. Sure, I'm sure there's a bunch of them online.
Zoran, you're acting like you've never dealt with this situation before. We do this a lot. Where like the Rangers are encapsulated in something.
Yeah, they were in footballs. They were in something else. They got their faces stolen at one point.
Yeah, they were in smaller balls too, right?
Pachinko balls. Yeah.
Were they pachinko balls? Yeah. Boy, it all goes back to pachinko, you guys.
That's really the foundation of this series.
It is. It is the crux, yeah. Mr. Roboto throws in a $2 super chat. Thanks, buddy. You ever wondered what happened to the Dragon Zord? Yeah, all the time. It keeps me up at night. I do though. Like, I guess it's just underwater. And I always wondered why another series didn't do something with that, where it's like, you guys know that's been buried this whole time, right?
They should have sent it to Aquitar.
Well, yeah. Yeah, they should have.
Be underwater all the time.
Right, and then they could have had the like Aquatarian Dragon Ultra Zord, where they put it on an incompetent turtle. And then, wow, is this whole episode going to take place in front of this wall?
This is a different wall.
It is?
Yeah, look at it.
They're in a different place?
No, the monster is a different monster.
Oh, we've got different monsters coming out of that wall. That's cool.
What happened to the other one?
Well, I was going to say that one ate it, but it's smaller.
Yeah, it is smaller.
He's eating building supplies? Is he changing? Is it the same monster, but he's changing? Now he's got a different face and it's not upside down.
It's it's like the...
Get him.
You remember the monster from the TMNT episode? Did you watch? You've seen the 2003 series, right?
Yes.
There's
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The junkyard monster that keeps adding to himself.
He comes back like once or twice, yeah.
Yeah. That thing was terrifying, like with the faces. Not terrifying, but it was a little creepy.
No, it was creepy, yeah. In fact, I just watched Turtles Forever tonight.
Oh, wow. That monster has a horrible death scene. A pretty sad death scene in that show.
I forgot about that.
If you ever do anything on that show, I'm so on board because I love it.
Absolutely. I would love to do more stuff with Screen Turtles. I don't know how many people will care, but I want to do more stuff with turtles.
I mean, look what we're doing right now.
Yeah. And that might be a little bit more substantive. Nah, 87, I don't know. That's about on par with this.
Yeah, I never grew up with that show. I had two VHSs as a kid, but other than that, I haven't seen much of that show. But
Rockman, the Junkyard Monster does have annoying cries. I agree with that. I've never watched all that show. It's hard to get your hands on.
Yeah, the 03 series?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You really only need to watch.
Have any of it?
I don't have any of it. But I've seen all of it. But you don't need to watch 6 and 7 because that's fast forward and back to the sewer. It's really bad. Just watch 1 through 5. Maybe not even 5 because 5's all the Ninja Tribunal stuff. If you're not interested in that. Yeah,
it lost a lot of people once it went to space, which is a Turtles problem in other things too. But yeah.
I like 1 through 4 a lot. I love the monster stuff. Did you get to the monster stuff? Underground. They do the underground stuff. It's really cool.
I've seen bits and pieces of the later stuff of stuff after 2, but 1 and 2 are the only ones I watched all at once.
Okay, they go underground and they find this like cult of underground like monsters that they're like humans, but they've been mutated against their will, and it's pretty cool.
Doesn't this feel like we just went and shot in front of some producer's house?
Just like on the cul-de-sac?
Yeah. Like this looks like $5 fan films.
Yeah, like a fan. I was gonna say
their house. This looks like I could have shot it. I've shot stuff like this.
Hey, all we need is a suit.
You know where I have permission to shoot? In front of my house.
So I don't know what happened to the other wall. Why did we switch to this one? It's so weird.
So did you notice if it's Rita's monster, she's standing on our left. And if it's Zed's monster, he's standing there.
Wait, are we anywhere right now? Like, is this Billy's house? Or are we just at a random subdivision?
I think they had that monster chase him there for no good reason. Because he was like, come get me! And then he just ran in front of this house. I don't really know why. Oh my goodness!
Oh, wow. Oh, my, wow.
Anybody else want to see the Sentai on this particular episode? Because I do.
Oh, I want to see the whole Kaku Ranger Sentai. I love these suits. And we don't get to see them very much.
I want her to, while she's trying to save her friends that are all bricks right now, I want her to just be like, now, in case you haven't heard me say this, I can't believe I'm the Pink Ranger.
I can't believe I'm turning people back from bricks.
Would you feel somewhat disconcerting if, like, your personal energy, like as a person, you were just like inherently a color? You know, if you got turned into a brick and you only saw like blue or green or like...
What color would your brick be, Captain Logan?
Purple. It'd be deep purple.
Nice. Mine would be cyan, like a light blue.
Wow. You'd be the daughter of Todd McFarlane.
What? Is that his name? She named her after a color?
Yeah. Todd McFarlane's daughter's name is Cyan, and that is the name of the child that Wanda has with his best friend when he's in hell.
Like actually the color, like CYAN?
I don't think it's spelled that way.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, it makes sense. He's an artist.
Her name is Cyan. Yeah,
one of the colors of light. But how cool is Billy in this episode, though? He just like handled everything by himself without.
DJ Back Studios put in a $5 super chat and says he wants us to do the Patron shirts. He wants us to make T-shirts
with just a line that says "Do the Patron."
Do the Patron. Yeah, that sounds like a thing nobody will get. Also, what other properties would cross over well with Power Rangers? Yeah, because when we tried it with Justice League in the comics, it was terrible.
I mean, Turtles, obviously.
Yep.
Which we will do. We'll see here in a couple seasons.
Yep, that will happen. And I have done a commentary on that before.
Oh, yeah. Was that part of Turtle Torture Time?
It was. It was. We never finished it. We gotta get back to that at some point.
Yeah.
If we ever get back to Turtle Torture Time, we should have you on some of that.
Yeah. Oh,
You're the single most qualified person in the universe to be on Turtle Torture Time now. But yeah, what other things would cross over well? I feel like I'm always reading things where I'm like, oh, they should cross this with Power Rangers. But
no, what would be good? Because these have been really good. The Scooby-Doo animated movies.
Oh yeah,
animated Power Rangers, because they did that with Batman and Robin and some other stuff.
That would be weird because Power Rangers has never been an animation.
But they've done things that have never been in animation.
Have they done things that have never been in animation?
Well, I mean, all the way back, they've done that with like the Three Stooges and the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, well, yeah, if you go all the way back, yeah. I just meant the more recent stuff, but yeah. That's a good point.
And they do wrestlers. They did a wrestling one with like John Cena.
Yes.
Recently.
They did that with the Jetsons, too, of all things.
Oh, weird.
I would like to see, now that Boom is doing Buffy, I'd like to see them cross Power Rangers Go-Go with Buffy, because I keep calling Go-Go like Power Rangers if it was Buffy and if it had those sensibilities.
Yeah.
I hope they do that crossover at some point.
That'd be cool.
In comics.
I'm trying to think of what else.
Most of the things I'm thinking of, you have to do a more sophisticated Power Rangers first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the way it is, like in its purest form, crosses well with Power Rangers. I guess Batman 66 is kind of a no-brainer. Again, most of the stuff would only work well in comics, but
yeah, Power Rangers is so distinct. I'm having trouble thinking of like
Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, that works. Oh, we talked about that before. That works much better than Justice League.
Doctor Who.
Maybe a Star Trek with the one of the space seasons.
Yeah, or animated series for Star Trek.
Okay, see, they're just bullying them. They just replaced their hats with buckets full of whipped cream and then blew the whistle. So they did that to themselves.
Like, are they still paying for being bullies 2 seasons ago? Because they haven't been lately. All right. Well, there we go. That was it's weird. I don't remember that one real well, but it feels like it should have been really memorable because the wall monster is really cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we got one more.
Yeah, we've got one more show to do for no. What am I saying?
Yeah,
I didn't realize this. Okay, so we got to do another one for today's show, don't we?
Yeah, we got to do 3 today.
Because next time we've got a 3-parter. Okay. And that will do us for this evening for Bat Shooting. So we've just got one more episode to do tonight, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I was not looking ahead. I apologize.
Sorry, I have the calendar. I should start announcing that at the beginning of the episode.
No, that's okay. I should have looked ahead. And then next time we meet, so Friday, and this will be tomorrow for everybody else, Master Vile and the Metallic Armor. And I'm excited about that.
Yes.
That I believe introduces the Zeo crystals, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they know about it before. Maybe they learn about it when they're kids. It might be a couple.
No. They know about it already when they're kids.
Okay.
That has already come up. I'm almost positive that Master Vile introduces the Zeo crystals.
Wow. See, that's cool that they were thinking ahead that much. Well,
or
were they thinking ahead, or did they just...
It's hard to say because I mean, you think that the very next that knowing they were going to have to make another show and what they were doing with that Sentai, they would have to.
Yeah, it seems more likely that they would be thinking ahead than that they would be like, oh, we have a new series. Let's name it after that random crystal.
That's what I'm thinking. And obviously they know they're setting up Zeo when we get to the Alien Ranger stuff because they're already using the symbols that will be on the costumes. I don't know if you remember that.
Interesting. Well, yeah, because they must be looking at those costumes already because that season's like a couple seasons ahead of us.
Yeah, because when the kids each go find their ancestors and they get the crystal at the end of each of those episodes, when they get the crystal, you see it in the air, like with energy, like form the shapes. So you see like a triangle, and you see
that's really cool, actually.
Yeah, the Yellow Rangers, the Yellow Ranger one with like the capsules.
Yeah. the Tylenol capsules.
The Tylenol capsules, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a chimp in charge. One more for this evening. Everybody ready? Here we go. If you are watching after the fact, it's episode 28 of season 3 of Chimp in Charge. Everybody else, look at the rabbit room. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now.
Hers is always weird to me. Like, I don't know what other shape you would do for 2, but like the fact that they all have like 3 points and then 4 points and then 5 points, but hers is just like
doesn't have points. So it's 2, so it's the same shape twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. No, I don't know what you a line.
Yeah, I don't know what else her visor could be.
It could have been just a straight line.
No, it should have been, because Cat's is 1 circle. Hers should have been like 2, like bug eyes, just like right next to each other.
Yeah, well, and
like Black Manta.
That's one of the colors that makes it look that's one of the shapes. I guess that always as a kid made me think that it looked kind of vaguely Egyptian, and then it's more than vaguely Egyptian, because then you get Gold Ranger and that's just a straight up Egyptian thing. And you always said you didn't like that aesthetic. You're wrong. I'm sorry. It's great.
They're a little too simple for me.
Oh. But the Gold Ranger is not simple.
Yeah, the Gold Ranger looks
got lots of stuff going
it's like that's all they're missing is one more piece. Like they're just kind of like a full 1 color suit.
Because he's got that real intricate pattern going on, and it's cool looking.
Yeah. Well, they have it too. They have the gold around their collars.
Oh, okay, his is more pronounced, I think.
Yeah. Because he has.
Or maybe I just looked at it more because I like that costume a lot.
Yeah, man. Got to get out the.
That's really funny. Bulk, we're gonna get an A just for walking up there and talking. That's pretty funny.
She's got like a Mary Jane from the first Raimi Spider-Man dress going on.
Oh, that's true. We have not seen her in a while.
No, we haven't, and she's gone as quickly as
she might book in the episode or something. We need to see those reports so that she can freak out over nothing again. I really want to see those presentations.
It's so weird when they go back to school stuff after they haven't done it in so long.
It really is, especially because they look like they should be the teachers now.
Oh, that's awesome.
What's awesome?
I just love chimps.
Oh.
I really want it. Like, part of me really wants a chimp as a pet, but I know they would like eat my face off, and they're actually really dangerous.
Okay, but did you realize that when we get to Turbo, you're not gonna like chimps anymore, right? Because that whole thing is 8 shades of obnoxious. When
Larago, the chimp savior, comes down and they all like surround him.
No, Bulk and Skull turn into chimps.
Oh, I'm talking about the movie. You're talking about the show.
I'm talking about the show. I'm just saying, like, you're like, oh, cool, a chimp. I'm like, no. Because later we're going to have to deal with them, like, constantly.
Well, we don't have to watch those episodes. We get to pick our episodes.
I know. We should probably watch at least one with the chimps so I can complain about it.
I want to watch at least one with the Phantom Ranger and at least one with with
the Blue Centurion.
Blue Centurion, yeah.
It is really hard to explain why that show doesn't work and why I still can watch this. Like, it's really hard to articulate, but there is just it is cheesy in the wrong way. Like, it's really difficult to explain, but like they do stuff they do all the time in the show, like times 10. It just ruins it. It's very hard to explain.
Yeah, I've never actually watched it.
I know most people agree with me on it. Like most Power Rangers fans have this. This feels like foreshadowing for them turning into monkeys.
Yeah, they bring up a chimp.
And they're like bananas. Man, if you ever want to kill your appetite, just watch people eating things on Power Rangers. Like, I'm just like, whatever he's eating does not look remotely appetizing.
It was like a giant calzone or something.
Yeah, it was like a spaghetti calzone. Oh yeah, laugh now, Bulk. Someday that will be you, literally.
Oh, poor Bulk and Skull.
I just couldn't believe you said that. Where you're just like, "Oh, cool, a chip." I'm like, "No, that's not cool. That's not."
Forgot
cool.
what we were doing.
it's giving me flashbacks to a thing that will happen later.
Bulk's a genius. You just realized that the fruit pilferer might be the monkey eating the fruit.
I mean, that's why he's gonna be a detective. That's why he's gonna be a private detective.
That was actually kind of funny. Did you see that?
What's that?
Skull is his name. He said he has a cousin femur.
That is pretty funny. I did see that, but I didn't put it together. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. See, he has so much in common with Rita. Rockman just pointed that out as well.
Those nosy rangers. So Zed has been kind of cool the last couple episodes. He's just been kind of in the background he hasn't been goofy.
He hasn't been. Yeah. No, they've been using Rito more for that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think they've been doing a good job the last few episodes of, like, really spreading out the villains. Like, everybody's getting some screen time. There's not too much of anybody.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's getting shafted, it might be Goldar a little bit, but
yeah,
he's always shafted.
But at least he's not like he used to be, where we just have to like pair him off with one ranger and have them fight the whole time, which is what we'll do with Zeltrax constantly, where it's just like, okay, it's time for a fight. You guys all fight the monster. I'm gonna be over here fighting Zeltrax. That's Tommy. He's Zeltrax. All of that is just foreshadowing, so we find out that Zeltrax is somebody from his past. That's the only reason they're paired up all the time.
Yeah, so they can do the Sabretooth Wolverine thing.
That's exactly what that is. But it's even less silly than Sabretooth and Wolverine in X-Men Origins, because at least they're not leaping at each other constantly. They're not just like running at each other.
They don't turn out to be brothers
all the time. That would be really funny, though. If Zeltrax was Tommy's brother, remember his brother?
Oh,
that would have been great.
Why are they just cartwheeling across the screen?
Well, you gotta do something new. Pat out this.
See how bad Tangas are? They just get out of breath and fall over and leave. They're the worst foot soldiers. I've totally turned around on them. I used to like them.
Just send putties. Send a mix of them and putties. Clone Goldar. Do anything.
You know what I would do if I was writing Power Rangers? I would have
specific rules where we understood why things were happening.
The Tangas for me would just be like winged creatures that like the putties rode, that they flew on. They wouldn't be like separate.
Okay, but why would they need to do that if they could just teleport in?
Putties can't. That's true.
Yes, they can. They do that all the time.
I just
like flying in on a shuttlecraft. No, they teleport in.
That's true.
Why would they need to do that?
Putties, like, I don't know. Flying's cool.
Well, I mean, yeah, like it's fine if you want to do things just because they look cool, because that's Power Rangers. So,
why do the Tangas need to fly in?
Yeah,
they can teleport also.
Yeah, well, they don't fly in and out. It's more complicated than that. They fly in and they teleport out. I don't know why, but that's what they do. Sometimes. Wait, why does that book? Why is the back of that book upside down? Did you see that?
Yeah, it was a
sign language made easy book. The front cover is right side up. The back cover is flipped upside down. I've never had a book like that. Did they buy that off like a damage truck? They went to the dollar store, they found damages, then they bought that book? Did they intentionally make that prop like that? Why would you do that?
They're being really manipulative in this episode. Man,
I'm fixated on that prop, okay? I don't know why you would make it like that.
I don't know. Maybe it was like a different language.
It is unusual to go to any of the Rangers' houses besides Billy. Well, I guess sometimes we do bedrooms, right? We'll do that.
Yeah, we don't do like living rooms like that though. That was weird.
No, that's unusual. That looks like a sitcom set.
Yeah. It probably is.
They just borrowed a sitcom set.
In California.
Look at that big apple.
It's genetically mutated.
It's genetically mutated like the strawberry. That's what I was going to say. The one with the giant piece of fruit and then the one with the other giant piece of fruit
I'm sure that's going to come up a lot. I don't know if we could bank on that.
You're like, this is Power Rangers. There's going to be giant things. Why have we stopped everything for this scene?
I don't know.
Like, is he the guest star of this episode?
We're all of a sudden in like Duncan checks in territory. This is the 90s. There was a lot of monkey movies in the 90s.
This is a Bulk and Skull. That's right. Monkeys were like dinosaurs.
Chimps.
So naturally, they've got to be in Power Rangers.
Yeah, because we had Duncan checks in. We had what is the MVP, the sports monkey, sports chimp, who did like hockey and skateboarding and all that stuff.
Okay, so this is dumb. So Zed gives Finster a job that he can do in 2 seconds. And Finster can't do it. He's like, turn that chimp into a monster. And Finster's like, I don't really turn things into monsters. I just make them up. And then he's like, don't do it. And he's like, but I have like a clay thing. And that's what and he's like, you idiot, I'll show you how to do it. And then he zaps him with a staff, which he could have done this whole time. And then Finster should be like, well, yeah, if you hand me that, like, then maybe I could do it. But that's not what I do. Like, yeah.
Zed's very demanding. And why is Zed even asking him if he can do it?
That's what I'm saying. There's no reason for him to do that. He can just point a staff and yeah. That staff is literally a point and click device. And
he wasn't even creative. Bulk and Skull were the ones that dressed up the monkey like this. All he did was push.
Okay, no, Bulk and Skull didn't do that. It was that reggae guy.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
They did a whole scene where the reggae guy like accidentally designed a monster. And then he's like, you're a real Rastaman now. And then he got turned into a monster immediately after that. That was pretty convenient timing too. It's like, now that you're dressed like a monster, you become a monster.
Well, Zed wasn't inspired to do it until he saw that he was dressed up. And
then he just pretended like it was because he was angry with Fenster. He's just trying to stay in character. He's just trying to stay intimidating so that his minions will fear him.
Yeah, Zed is actually really insecure, and he just he puts on a face.
He's like, yeah, and it looks the same all the time too. Like, he never changes his face.
That's creepy. Why is his face red?
Look, that's a girl monkey, okay?
He has tongs. It's a very, very technologically advanced device you have there.
Just come over here so I can use my tongs on you.
Let me pull one of your dreadlocks.
He's resourceful. He's like, you're my friend. That's why I'm going to treat you like a hot dog.
Just for the viewers that aren't watching, we're watching a group of Rangers walking towards a 6-foot-tall chimp with dreadlocks and a top hat. No, it's not even a top hat. It's one of those Jamaican hats.
A pair of tongs and trying to pull his dreadlocks out with tongs. And when we say Blue Ranger, we in the costume with tongs. We should do one of these episodes where we tell people not to watch with us and then just like tell them everything that's happening.
We do like the subtitles for the blind.
Right. Or slow motion tongue pulling, you guys. That just happened.
The one with the slow motion tongue pulling.
Yeah, write that down. That's the name of this episode. But no, we should do like a color commentary for one of these where we do it like radio, where it's like you're listening to the game in the car. It's intentionally for people not watching, which I think is about 78% of our audience anyway. Like, I think we can about get away with just color commentarying these shows.
I mean, this is the first commentary on your channel that I've watched. I usually just listen.
See? I don't know why people do that. Okay, Tommy fell straight on his back, which should have been painful, but he's morphed, so he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, if he wasn't, he would be in the hospital with Kimberly.
Is it weird for a monkey to say more fun than a barrel monkey is like?
Well, he's a chimp, technically, so he looks down on monkeys. They're the lesser species, less evolved.
Okay. So if it was like a barrel of apes, he wouldn't say that.
No.
You know?
Ape, not call other ape.
I can't believe this is one of those where we're supposed to sympathize with the monster. They didn't do this when Pudgy Pig was a real pig, where it was like, Suey, come here! Yeah, I know you're in there somewhere! Come out of that monster. We love you, pig!
That was the best reaction of a monster to growing. He was like, I'm big! More. Get in your Zords. What do you mean? What are you supposed to do? The same thing you do every episode.
Trying to take it over the... Yeah, it's like you've done this so many times. Oh no, it's big! What do we do? I really wish we were still doing tongs. I wish
like
it was
the
giant...
The Shogun sword holding tongs.
The Shogun sword with tongs.
He does like his signature move with the tongs.
We changed the stock footage. It'd be amazing. I love how we always have to pad this out when we don't really have enough story to tell. And it feels even more powered because, again, it's another thing that where we're just saying colors. Yeah, we don't need you. We don't need you, Cat.
You don't have a Zord. She has to push those buttons.
Hey, wait, if you have to push buttons in the back, what does Tommy do when you're not there?
He just yells at Saba to do it.
Oh, I want to see that. Saba's just flying in the air, pushing the buttons.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is really tedious when you're a sword.
Well, that was a cool shot through the buildings. You see that?
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but swords can't do QWERTY. I don't have fingers. I can't do home row.
Look at this. We're like panning around a fight. This is cool. How many monkey puns can we... We got a barrel of monkeys. Got a monkey wrench. I feel like I'm in an episode of Family Feud where they're like, name something that follows monkey.
And then the ones they don't say at the end, the whole audience has to yell out as they show them on the board.
I love Family Feud, by the way. That might be my favorite game show.
Really?
Yes. I don't know why.
We should do a show on game shows at some point.
I like game shows.
Because I like game shows.
I just recently watched one where they did that with pork. And it was like pork roast, pork belly. And then someone said pork upine. And Steve Harvey laughed at him for like 10 minutes straight.
I've seen that. I've seen that clip. Yeah, that clip is famous. Jeffrey, Rockman says monkey's uncle. Yeah, I was trying to think of more monkey puns. So like you get to the end and they don't say it, and then they put up a board, and then DJ and I have to go, monkey's uncle!
Is that really a pun, or is that just from Lion King?
No, that's a... I mean...
Monkey's
it's not a pun, but it's a reference. It's not just a Lion King reference. Like,
okay.
That's a figure of speech. That's a thing people say.
Okay.
Or like, monkey on your back! The most awkward thing in Family Feud is when it's something / something, and the whole audience has to yell out the thing, but they have to say both things. It's always awkward.
They never get it in sync.
Yeah, you can always tell about half the crowd has decided not to say the second part.
This guy is really...
They never say like / between it. They just say both things, and they can never decide what the protocol is for it.
Okay.
It's always awkward.
This guy is really overdoing the Jamaican accent.
Yes, that guy is clearly not actually a Jamaican guy.
No. Bananas. What accent does Ernie have? He has an accent.
I
don't know what
it's
it is.
It's like a New York kind of thing.
Like a Jersey kind of thing.
Funny because he's in California.
Transferred. He transferred from the New York Ernie juice bar branch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From like the Jersey juice bar.
It's a family thing. His brother Bert.
Back Studio says, I just started paying attention again. Is that Snoop Dogg? And then in parentheses, I know it's not Snoop Dogg.
Thanks for having so little faith in in us that you explained it to us.
No, well, we would have just pretended like it was Snoop Dogg because we keep doing that with people. No, that is our special guest star for this episode. We could have called this the one with Snoop Dogg, but we won't because we already have a brilliant title for this episode.
I mean, the one with the slow motion tongue grabbing. Pretty cool.
Please write it down. It's the best. Okay. So that is going to do it for us today. Master Viola in the metallic armor next time. Tomorrow for everybody watching after the fact. And Friday for folks that are watching live. We'll be back with you Friday night, 9:30 Central Time. If you are watching live, hope you enjoyed it. We had a great time. And we can't wait to do it for you again. And we will have lots more opportunities. DJ, thanks for joining me, buddy.
Always a pleasure.
Folks, we will see you again next time. I was Captain Logan.
See you later, guys.
Bye, everybody.